2022 Olympic figure skating team event. My U.S. team picks versus the Federation team pick. My U.S. team is more towards what I want to see and less than what I think will get a medal for the U.S. Starting with the ladies, I'm having Alyssa Liu do both the short and the long. I know that Alyssa is recovering from COVID and is going through teenage adolescent adjustment. However, I think if we remove the stress of the triple axel from Alyssa, she can give two clean programs, thus placing the US behind Russia and Japan. I can confidently say that we don't know if either Mariah Bell or Karen Chen can give us a clean triple triple. No, not even a clean triple triple. If they won't do a triple double in either the long or the short, at least with Alyssa, even if it's under rotated, at least it will be a triple triple, which I think would put her behind the Russian and the Japanese. And I feel like that's the best way to keep from having either Canada or Georgia beat US in terms of the ladies. So I'm going with Miss Alyssa Liu for both. I'm splitting the men with Nathan Chen in the short and Jason Brown in the long. I don't want to overtire Nathan, so only the short for him. This will also give us a gauge as to where Nathan is mentally. Last Olympic, the wheels started falling off for Nathan in the team event. If he can get through the short in the team event smoothly, I feel like he can be more confident when he heads into the individual competition. I'm having Jason do the long program over Vincent Zoe simply because I want to see Jason skate more than I want to see Vincent. Also, I think the less Vincent compete, the less pressure he might feel. Let Vincent save everything for the individual competition. As for pairs, I will have Ashley Kane Gribble and Timothy LeDuc do both the short and the long program. I think this is a fairly easy decision. Ashley and Timothy have been the most consistent U.S. pair this year, and with Brendan Fraser recovering from COVID, I don't think it makes sense for the U.S. to split pairs. Instead, I will split ice dance with Madison Chalk and Evan Bates doing the rhythm dance and Madison Hubble and Zachary Donahue in the free. There is no way that I can see the U.S. Skating Federation not splitting ice dance. Both Madisons deserve a chance at a possible medal. I'm not a huge fan of Hubble and Donahue's rhythm dance, so they can do the free while Chuck and Bates do the rhythm dance. This is my setup for Team USA. However, I think the Federation will deviate from my picks. First, for the ladies, I think the Federation will put Mariah Bell in both the short and the long. Bell is the U.S. Women's Champion, and I know NBC will go on and play up the whole age angle. Also, more Mariah we have means more Adam Rippon we will get, which will make good TV. Also, with no national long, the Federation cannot completely be sure as to what Alyssa's status is. So I can see them being reluctant to put her out there for both competition. This is why I think they will go with Mariah Bell. As for the men, they will play it safe and they will go with their quad squad. They are having Nathan Chen in the short and Vincent Zoe in the long. Nathan and Vincent are the two U.S. medal hopeful for men, and this is a great practice run for them for the Federation to see where they are mentally and see what needs to be adjusted before the individual competition. So I can definitely see them going with Nathan and Vincent. Pairs, I really can't see them splitting pairs. So I think they're going to go my way and have Ashley and Timothy do both. And also, there is a greater chance of Ashley and Timothy possibly finishing behind the Chinese, Russian, and Japanese pairs, which would keep us within the medal, which would keep them within the medal hopeful. I can also see them going my way and splitting ice stands between Madison, Chuck, Evan Bates, and Madison Hubble and Zachary Donahue. Both ISAM teams are medal contenders, and I think this is a great chance to get them in front of the judges before the individual competition. I feel like ice dance will be one of the most politically charged disciplines in Beijing, and having a positive outing in the team event will be a great boost for the individual event. It could also backfire that if a team has a poor outing in the team event, it might carry over to how they're judged in the individual event. But I still don't see the US Skating Federation missing this opportunity to put their Olympic contenders out there in front of the judges and the public. So my US team picks are Alyssa Liu for both in the women, splitting the men with Nathan in the short, Jason in the long, splitting the ice dance with Chuck and Bates rhythm, Hubble and Donahue free, and then pairs Ashley and Timothy doing both. I feel like the Federation's team is going to be Mariah Bell doing both for women, splitting the men with Nathan in the short, Vincent in the long, splitting ice dance with Chuck and Bates in the rhythm, Hubble and Donahue in the free, and then keeping the pairs with just Ashley and Timothy. Let me know what you think of my US team pick. Leave me a comment below.